Welcome back to Schlocktoberfest here on World Class Bullshitters. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me is the last standing Samoan, Nick Udom.
The voices made me do it. The voices.
Well, I hope what you did was good.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That's fine.
You know, Nick, I've been a horror fan a long time, and there's one thing I've always wanted, and that's a horror game show. And thankfully, the good people at some channel gave us the first that I'm aware of horror game show, Hellevator.
Oh my God, I love Hellevator. I like it because Jen and Sylvia Soska, I'm going to butcher their last names. I know I am. Were involved, and I love those girls. I've met them at least 2 or 3 conventions. They are very, very nice people. Even if you don't know what, if you've never seen anything they've done, just to talk to them, they're super sweet, super nice, and they will give you the time of day. They're just wonderful, wonderful people.
I remember seeing them at Horror Hound, in the one that we were at with Kyle and everybody, the really fun Horror Hound.
Yeah.
And they were there, and he wanted to invite him to dinner, and he was so fucking nervous to talk to him. And then we saw him, and I was like, there they are, and they stopped and looked over, and he goes, and I just was like, and I just kind of like threw my arms like I'm waving, like, I don't know who you ladies are, but hi.
Well, here's the thing. That's because he missed his chance the first time that they were going to hang out with us because, he's Kyle. Love him to death, but whatever. But before they did American Mary, I think before that was released, or before it hit big, they did what was it? They did Dead Hooker in a Trunk. Dead Hooker in a Trunk is their first movie they ever did. It is on Hulu. Everybody should go watch it. But also realize it is their first movie, so give them a break. And we had gone to go see them, and they were filmmakers, and I would talk to them, and nobody really knew who they were at the time. So this is a small convention in Knoxville. It only lasted 2 days. I think it's like Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday. So we're there Saturday, and I knew who they were just because like I've followed them, and I kind of knew what they've done and what they're going to do and all that other stuff. And I go talk to them, and they're once again very, very cool people. Nobody was in line to see them. They may have had a handful of people come and talk to them. Didn't know anybody in Knoxville. Wanted to go eat, and I think it was towards the end of the day. And and also RJ Hattie from Face Off was there, and I know him because during the convention selling colored contacts, him being a makeups guy, he'd buy a lot of stuff from me and order from me and want my stuff for his costumes and whatever he was working on. And so I was hanging out with him, and he's like, "Hey, how about we invite the sisters to come out and eat with us?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So Kyle missed that. I was walking around Knoxville with RJ Hattie, trying to find a place to eat, but there was some weird street festival going on. Every place was packed. So we ended up running into the Soska sisters after they had their meet and greet. We all were in the back of the subway in Market Square, and that's all that we could get to eat. That was quick and easy, but we didn't care because we all were able to sit down and eat. And I got to hear their very weird, very wonderful experiences and stories of being women in horror and just getting propositioned for weird stuff. Then they were like, "Hey, we need to get back to our hotel. It's this hotel down on the street." And I was like, "I know where that is. I'm heading home. Is it cool if I take you guys?" Like, I was just being very like, I wasn't being creepy. I was like, "Get into my car." And I was just like, I'm going that way anyways. Is it cool if I take you guys? I know exactly where it is. And they're like, "Yeah, sure." It's like, I'll pile in my car. Mind you, I have my filming equipment in there, and they still pile into it. And I drive them. If they walk from where they were, it would take them probably 30 to 40 minutes, and I got them there in like 2 minutes.
Damn.
We also our goodbyes. They gave me a big hug and a big kiss. Thank you. The sisters, not RJ Hattie.
Then the whole story's bullshit.
We took pictures, and then I left, and that was like the best day of my life.
Now, I have heard of American Mary I guess the movie's like 3 or 4 years old now?
Correct.
I had heard about it when I used to listen to a horror podcast, which I won't even give them a shout out because I met those guys and they happen to be assholes, so you know who you are, Joe. Anyway, so I had heard of the Soska sisters, and then the other week I'm on Netflix looking for something kind of horror related to watch because I kind of like to celebrate Halloween every day of the year, and I see a show called Hellevator, and I think to myself, oh, Hellevator game show, this seems kind of fun. And I watched every episode in like a day, and it was amazing. I would love to be on Hellevator.
Well, you know damn well if you and me were on or if like any of the bullshitters were on Hellevator, we would survive.
And I think we'd win everything because I think we would probably be the most uninteresting people to watch. I think we'd take Dion so he would say some bullshit, and then you and I would.
We'd have to take Dion.
So, to the listeners out there, let's actually explain to them what Hellevator is. Hellevator is a game show where three people on a team ride in a freight elevator in this abandoned building, and two women, the Soska sisters, watch them on a closed-circuit television, and they have to each go through a trial, a horror-related trial, to win money. So the first one's always the easiest, and then they get progressively harder and scarier as they go through each episode. And they only have a walkie-talkie to help, and each segment is timed. And if they can complete the task and get back to the Hellevator within the allotted time, they win the money. And if they don't, they get eliminated from the show and disappear. Yep. Or they're killed. I don't know, either one. They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
And that's the basic premise of the show. There's a final round where you can win, what is it, $15,000 or something? You can.
Yeah. There's like a special item you can get that goes along with the story of the segment you're in of the show, or the event you're in that time for Hellevator, and you can also pick up just wads of cash around you if you're quick enough and not too scared.
Yeah, and it's a great show. It's a fun, easy watch. It's something that I would show to anyone of any age around Halloween. It gets you in the mood. It gets the blood pumping, and it's got some gore. And the Soska sisters do a good job. I mean, it's a little hokey, but I
do love their cheesy commentary though. I really do love it. It's just the best.
Yeah, I would recommend it to everybody. How do you feel about that?
I would too, because once again, it is. I'm pretty sure it is family friendly. It was shown on like the Game Show Network, I think, at some point.
Yeah, there's no cussing, there's no actual violence. It's probably the tamest thing we'll ever recommend on World Class Bullshitters, especially during Schlocktoberfest.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Because it's just good. It's just a good watch. It's just a damn good watch. You get to see people who are scared out of their minds go through something that is essentially a haunted house. For 20 or 30 minutes. And, it's just fun. It's fun to watch people be scared and be scared of stupid shit.
And the best part is, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. So all 8 episodes are on Netflix right now.
So if you have Netflix, go watch it. We have recommended it to you. I have to say, though, of all the things that stand out about this show, there is a gay black dude. He's a really big, tall guy, and he is looking through luggage, and he's like, "Oh my god!" He starts crying, and his friend's like, "Get the luggage, the blue one with the straps." And he just stands there and goes, "I can't do it." And then they lose, and that was the case win.
That episode is my favorite because everybody loses except for the girl, and at the end, she doesn't grab any money when she goes to the labyrinth. And I think she wins $10,000 or something.
I'd be like, I survived. That's all my fucking money.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, I'm scared. She was scared from the beginning, from the word go. And I've never seen anybody be that scared on a game show before.
And that's why I recommend Hellevator.
Yeah. Also, if you've watched all 8 episodes of the first season, second season will air October 7th. At 9 Eastern on the Game Show Network. There will only be 4 episodes for the second season, unfortunately.
That's sad. I really wish this had a full 26 episode run per season.
Me too, man. Hopefully, with people listening to this podcast and watching the show, and hopefully getting some more, eyeballs on it, and that whole thing, it'll go up in ratings and hopefully make a difference, and they'll get more episodes and more seasons, because it's really fun. I'm tired of old game shows, and I mean this is fun as hell to watch.
Listeners, do us a favor. If you hear this and you check out Hellevator and you like it, jump over to Twitter and shoot a tweet to the Soska sisters, telling them that you want more Hellevator, and make sure you tag us in the post. Tell them that World Class Bullshitters sent you. They're cool people. Maybe they'll be able to do something. And we'll get more horror game shows. So this has been another episode of Schlocktoberfest. We are in the 31 days of unimaginable terror, and we will be back later with another episode. So stay alive.